Computer, what's the date today?
Today is Saturday, January 17th.
Hey, good morning, friends. We're getting some decent activity at the feeder here this morning. I thought I would come on and do a little live and share it with you. That is a northern flicker right there at the Soot feeder. And if you look closely down on the ground, you'll see an eastern bluebird. Pretty chilly here, 28 degrees. We've got a bit of a breeze going. Going to be bitterly cold for the next couple of days. High tomorrow, only maybe in the single digits. Several bluebirds this morning. We had some squirrel action at the feeder a little bit earlier. Did have a red-bellied woodpecker just a couple of minutes ago. Everybody's getting ready for that cold stretch coming in. That is a northern flicker there at the feeder right now, which is a type of woodpecker. We have several native woodpeckers here to Indiana. Red-bellied, red-headed, downies, harries, flickers. I think a nuthatch technically is part of the woodpecker family. So we'll hang out here for a little bit while I'm doing a few things and chat a bit, see what's going on at the feeder. I expect with some inclement weather coming in, we're going to have quite a bit of feeder activity over the next couple of days. We've had more eastern bluebirds this year than I recall really ever seeing. We've had them every day, multiple ones every day here in Hamilton County, Indiana. Let's take a pan over, see what's at the other feeder, if anything. Nothing going on there right now. We do have Mr. Squirrel up in the tree, waiting for a chance to come down and get some feed. But like I said, that is a northern flicker at the Soot feeder right now. And he has taken off. There's one of the eastern bluebirds. Their color is pretty muted in the winter time. Captain, good to see you. Thank you for being here as we do a little bird feeder watch this morning. That's an eastern bluebird. We've had several things in the feeder so far this morning. Don't see anything at the other feeder. We do have an eastern fox squirrel up in the tree there, trying to protect his butt from the cold. Nothing on the ground feeder, so we'll come back over here to the eastern bluebird. Okay, come on, focus. Glad you're here. My name's Rick. I'm in Hamilton County, Indiana. That's in the Indianapolis metro area. And we're just doing a little feeder watch and some weather chat this morning. Headed down into the single digits tomorrow with dangerous wind chills, 20 to 30 below zero. So it's going to be pretty rough here in central Indiana over the next few days, and the possibility of a major winter storm coming in late part of next week. So we're in this very active weather pattern. As you can tell, we had a little skiff of snow overnight, not a lot. Thanks largely to conservation efforts, we've seen a resurgence in eastern bluebirds, and they're one of my favorite birds. I'm just so tickled that they are so much more common here in central Indiana. Gonna pan around to it for a minute to the other feeder, and still nothing going on there. Red-bellied woodpecker, that's what we've got there right now. Those are great, great birds. I love those. That's a red-bellied woodpecker, one of several native woodpeckers to Indiana. We've got some mourning doves lighting up in the tree, too far away to get a good shot of them. If you're interested in drawing woodpeckers to your yard, soot feeders are a great way to do that. And this is pretty unusual. I hardly ever see woodpeckers on the ground, but he's down there picking up some scraps from the ground. That's an eastern bluebird at the ground right now. Our yard actually is a certified wildlife habitat. If you're interested in doing that, check my channel out. I've got a couple of videos about how to do that. It's a really rewarding experience, something my wife and I have just really, really enjoyed. And no matter how big or small your yard is, and no matter if you're out in the country or if you're in the city, you can make that happen. Mourning dove. And the red-bellied woodpecker is back at the suet feeder. You're going to hear me unzipping my camera bag here. (28 degrees). Breeze blowing from the east, actually, which is a little unusual. We've got an eastern fox squirrel up there. Several things feeding on the ground here. Got mourning doves, got house sparrows, another eastern bluebird there. And let's see what we've got on the ground feeder. A couple of mourning doves. Oh my goodness, there is a robin. Very unusual to see one of those in January in Indiana. Quite a flock of mourning doves gathering below the feeder here. I'm going to pan over to the soot feeder and see what we have there. Dark-eyed junco. That squirrel is not giving me very good photo ops this morning. Quite the flock of mourning doves. That's about as many as I've seen at the feeder at one time. I go live several times a week when we've got some decent activity at the bird feeder. I love sharing nature with everybody, and on the days when we can't really get out, when the weather is pretty inclement, this is a good way to do that. Right now it is 28 degrees. We've got winds gusting to about 10 miles an hour. Got some horrible weather coming in over the next few days, so they are stocking up. Probably hear my camera clicking in the background because I'm always going for that photo op. Thank you for the thumbs up. That really does help with visibility on any kind of live, and it is very much appreciated. We have a downy woodpecker over at the soot feeder. Those little downy woodpeckers are just the cutest birds. We're going to pan over to the other feeder. Not much going on there right now. This bird feeder is in Hamilton County, Indiana. We are in the Indianapolis metro area, but not in Indianapolis proper. That's a downy woodpecker. Appreciate you all tuning in and spending a little bit of a Saturday morning with me. And he's off. Those are mourning doves, incredibly common here in central Indiana. Oh, now we've got the eastern fox squirrel. He's going to chase those birds right away. Pan over for a minute. A couple of eastern bluebirds there at the other feeder. Thanks for joining us today as we just kind of check out the bird feeder and squirrel feeder. It's a squirrel feeder right now. Eastern fox squirrel and mourning dove in the view right now. Thanks for joining us this morning on a little bit of squirrel and bird watching. Looks like the lighting is going to go bad on us here pretty quickly, so we'll only be here for a few more minutes. Appreciate everybody that's hanging out with me this morning, and looks like the sun has moved to a spot where lighting is not very good for this. So thank you for being here. I hope you have a fantastic day. I may be back this afternoon, depending on how the lighting is and what kind of activity we have at the feeder. But have a great day, and we'll catch you soon.